What's going on, everybody? It's your coach, Lopez, here back for another challenge workout session. Thanks for joining today. As we will be working out, we're actually be using a lot of our TRX suspension trainer for today for more pulling exercises, and we're specifically going to be using it in our over-shortened strap adjustment. So just giving you a heads up out there for you guys, if you are using a door anchor or close to a wall, I'm going to modify it specifically for you guys, because I know in the past when we've done inverted rows and stuff like that, you have to be right underneath the anchor point. But today I'm going to modify it for you guys so that you can do that. So ideally would be when we do the workouts with the suspension trainer today that we're going to do, ideally would be that your head is right underneath or your chest is right underneath the anchor point. But once again, I'm going to modify for you guys out there that can't do that. All right, so what are we going to do today? We're going to combine between doing slow movement and then we're going to combine between doing fast movements of the same exercises. We're going to do 4 basic mini blocks in which we're going to be working once again with the suspension train specifically on some pulling. And then from there, we're going to add another couple things, right? You are going to need a medicine ball for today. Highly recommend a weighted medicine ball. You're more than welcome to use a basketball, a soccer ball as well, but typically the weight will make a big difference for the exercise you're going to do, okay? Notice I don't have any music, as you already know. Reason why is so that you can hear me clearly as I'm speaking. And number 2, so you can put on that favorite music that you have, all right? So nonetheless, we are going to start off with a warm-up. I'm going to keep it simple just for 4 minutes to make sure that you are good and ready to go. You're going to want to make sure that your suspension trainer is all the way set at mid-length to begin, because we will be doing all of our warm-up on that suspension trainer. Then in between the rest, before we start round 1, I will go ahead and show you how to do the over-shortened position, okay? So very first exercise we're going to do, you're going to be at that angle, with the angle that feels good to you. The idea is to first squat. We're going to do what's called a high row. So notice I'm pulling those elbows in line with the shoulders, still squeezing my shoulder blades, but once again, doing that high row for this workout. So as soon as you're ready, go ahead and begin. Remember, you're doing 2 separate movements. So first, it's the squat, getting down and back up, and then to that pull. When you're doing that, squeezing those shoulder blades, when you pull, make sure to relax your traps and neck. You don't want to have that tension there as you're going. You want to concentrate completely first in those legs as you squat, then number 2 in those shoulder blades as you pull. Just getting the body going. Want to move as many body parts as possible since we only have 4 minutes to warm up, okay? So far we're looking good. I'm going to have you do this for another 10 seconds. Then we're going to go ahead and switch it up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yes. Stack those elbows underneath those shoulders, still facing the anchor point. We're going to get right into our reverse lunge. So notice I'm going to get right into popping that knee behind me. As soon as you're ready, go ahead and begin. Keep in mind, we're warming up. Do not get too low if your body's not ready. So if your knees feel a little sore, they feel like you can't get down as low as you want, don't worry about it. We're just getting your body going here, okay? Are you keeping your eyes at the anchor point? As you're moving, are you keeping your upright position? Are you breathing at all times? Way to work. For 10 more seconds, then we will switch it up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yes. From here, we're going to keep it simple. Take 1 step, quick lateral stretch, bring it together, other side. So once again, lateral stretch. Notice that the leg I'm moving is bending, the opposite leg is staying straight. Okay, the speed is up to you. I'm just taking my time as I continue in this warm-up nice and slow. And of course, we'll pick it up as we go. Now, we just did 2 minutes. Now we got 2 minutes left. So let me go ahead and start to move a little bit faster. You are more than welcome to as well. Another 10 seconds. Make sure to breathe at all times as you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Go ahead and turn around. Now you're facing away from the anchor point. From here, I'm going to step. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to step with that chest out, go up to the air, mobility in those arms, all the way back. 1. Again, now with that left leg, bend. So once again, stretch the chest out, all the way up, tap, all the way down, rinse and repeat. Again, lunge, open the chest, touch the fingers on top, back, rinse and repeat. Good work. Now from here, you're more than welcome to go a little bit faster if you like, but just make sure as you do that you're maintaining control. Are you holding that upright position? Is your chest out as you go? Do you have 90-degree angle in both of those knees as you move? Beautiful work. Can you go a little bit quicker as we go. So I want you to pick it up just a little bit more as we are getting closer to finishing that warm-up. Awesome work. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, beautiful work. Go ahead and get those feet shoulder width. We're going to keep this quick. 30 seconds of rollout, so rolling out as far as you can. Rinse and repeat. Here we go. So roll out and return. Reach as far as you can go. Yes, reach as far as you can go. Each time, can you reach a little bit farther? Once again, are you breathing as you go? Don't make it too hard. We're just warming up those joints as we're going to combine some strength work. And of course, you know me, I like to do a little bit of cardio as well. So reach, and we are almost there. Take a deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Now, how do we over shorten our straps? So before we begin round 1, notice that we have it at mid-length. I'm grabbing the yellow tab. I'm grabbing the D-ring on the bottom. I'm pulling it as high as I can go on each side. That's step 1. Step 2 is I'm grabbing the black strap on the outside. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up as high as I can so I get a nice big dog ear. So once again, black strap, pull it up as high as you can. And from there, we're going to go all the way up because we're going to start with lat pulls on the strap itself. Remember, ideally, you want to have an X mount so the anchor point's right above you. But like I'm going to do today, I'm going to modify it for you guys a little bit. So we're going to start off right away in round 1 with our first 3 exercises, which is going to be first is the lat pull. So the lat pull here, you're going to come close. Notice that my body is nice and tall. So if I have that door or wall in front of me, it's almost like I'm sitting in a chair. And my goal is to pull up and squeeze those shoulder blades as high as I can and all the way down. So just think of as if I was doing a pull-up on a bar, but I'm just doing the lats. So I'm opening up as far as I can, all the way down, okay? For those of you that's a little too tough, you can scoot those feet back a little bit more, but make sure all your weight is in your hips and you're just pulling from those lats or those arms and all the way back down. Does that make sense? So we're going to start in 10 seconds. We're going to start with those, and we're going to get rest in between so I can show you the next one. All right, so let's all get down in position. Are your feet against the wall? Is all your weight in your hips? Go ahead and begin. So I want you to go slow. So notice I'm taking my time, 3 seconds on the way up, 3 seconds on the way down. So I'm specifically working on strength. When we come back to these in a little bit, you're going to notice I'm going to go a little bit faster. But right now, I just want us to work on technique. So squeezing those shoulder blades and all the way down. Think of just like a pull-up bar, doing those lat pull-ups. So your legs should not be doing much of the work. It really is your lats, your rhomboids, and your arms pulling you up as you come all the way down. Notice my eyes are straight ahead. Beautiful. Take a rest. Now, the second thing we're going to do is we're going to grab that medicine ball. With that medicine ball, you're going to have a wall in front of you. Here's the goal. Squat, toss, down, pop. I told you we're going to do some cardio. So once again, it's that pop, throw it in the air, stability, all the way down. If you can't do the burpee with the hands on the ball, just have your hands off the ball. Ready? Here we go. So once again, toss, down, pop back, return. Again, down, toss, pop back. Beautiful work. If it's too hard for you to do that burpee drop, go ahead and put your hands on the ground, then return back to that squat. Otherwise, if you can hold the balance, do it. But make sure to breathe. All the way up, down, yes. Again, can you get a little deeper? Good, yes, and. That was number 2. Number 3, you can grab your mat if you need it, or if you have somewhere soft to go, because what we're going to do here is a push-up cross. Once again, I'm going to start in this position, reaching for the opposite toe, push up, reaching for the opposite toe, push up. For those that's hard to do that, you can drop on the knees, and I'll start with that. Ready? So cross and touch. If you can't do the push-up off the knees, you can do it on the knees. So notice here, all the way up. Other side. Once again, you can go on the knees for the push-up. Just make sure to cross and touch. If you're off the knees, you should be able to do this pretty smoothly as you go. How far can you reach for that opposite toe? Can you reach over to that heel? That is another goal for those with more flexibility. 3, 2, 1. Yes. So 3 simple exercises. That's all I want to do. We're going to do that one more time. We're going to keep that lat pull slow. So remember, 3 seconds on the way up, 3 seconds on the way down. And then after that, we'll do that too. The only difference on this one is now I'm cutting the rest to 15, so we're going to go a lot quicker. So once you finish that lat pull, we're getting right into those wall ball burpee drops. Okay, so let's set up quickly. Once again, how close can you get to the wall? Pulling up nice and high, 3 seconds on the way down, 3 seconds on the way up. Here we go. So get a nice pull. 1, 2, 3, all the way down, 3 seconds. Again, don't forget to squeeze your shoulder blades as you are moving. This is very important so that you get that full effect. And make sure your elbows are in line with those shoulders. So what that means, you don't want to be closing those elbows. You want to keep them as open as possible. If you are shaking like me, that is a good thing. Yes, good. Did you feel a burn? Hopefully you did. Now, number 2, remember, we're going to do that squat, toss, 2, burpee, press back, okay? So be ready because we're going to get started right away. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So remember that wall ball throw, drop back into that burpee drop. Now I want you to pick up your pace a little bit more. So now that you got the rhythm, now it's time to move. Beautiful work. How are we feeling? Are we feeling that work as we go? Are you able to go a little bit quicker? Are you able to maintain upright posture in that squat? And are you able to maintain that plank when you pop back? Yes, okay. Remember, only 15 seconds. This time I'm gonna do the version without the knees on the ground, crossover push-up. You can also just cross over and touch, no push-ups. You can also just do this as well and switch sides. Ready? Here we go. So whether you're doing a push-up and crossing, or if you're just crossing and switching sides, I'm gonna leave that up to you, but make sure you're doing one or the other. Are you breathing when you're crossing over? Are your legs staying as straight as they can? This is important. Are you reaching as far as it feels good to you? You're not competing with me. Make sure you're challenging yourself. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Now, that was just one block. We're going to go into block 2. We're going to switch it up a little bit. So in block 2, we're going to go ahead and drop these handles. So I have the D-ring in my hand. I'm going to adjust them down so they're just above that hip bone. So my hip bone is here, so those handles are there. 3 exercises again. We're going to keep going slow, taking my time. But when we do the inverted row, same concept. How close can you get to the wall? And notice here, in a normal pull inverted row, typically I'm all the way up. But since I have an angle a little bit, I'm going to drop my hips down so I have an angle against the wall. And I'm just pulling here. You're more than welcome to do a low row as well, but this is kind of a modified inverted row. So the first thing is the same idea, 3 seconds on the way up, 3 seconds on the way down. All of my weight is going to be, once again, in those hips and pulling from the back. Does that make sense? 3, 2, 1, here we go. So give a nice pull up, squeeze those shoulder blades. As you pull, make sure those elbows are rubbing against the rib cage as you go. So get that nice rub up. Nice all the way down. Beautiful work. Are you pulling? Are you focusing in that upper back? If your knees are starting to touch against the door, that is okay, or against the wall, that is not a problem. Just make sure you're not banging them into that door or wall. Keep that 3-second rule. Pull all the way up, all the way down. Awesome work. So now we're going to grab that medicine ball. Make sure you have a wall that you're not going to bust a hole into, because I'm going to do a side toss. So watch me quickly. Athletic stance. You're going to find your target, and the goal is to toss against that wall as you go. Notice my arms are always straight, and I'm just releasing the ball so it bounces back to me. Ready? Athletic stance. Here we go. So just toss, return. You can stand closer to the wall. You can stand farther away from the wall. But what you want to make sure to do is to make sure to have enough space you can feel the work. Of course, we're working on rotational movement, so I'm definitely going to feel this in my core as I go, particularly in the obliques, but keep moving and tossing. In 3, in 2, in 1, drop it down. Now, we're going to do what's called a closed push-up. I'm going to start with it on my knees. For those of you off the knees, you know what to do. Notice I'm going to have those elbows close to my body as I go down. So still rubbing against the rib cage. When I come up, tear the paper with those hands. So I'm like opening jars with my hands as I go up, so my elbows pop behind me as I go. Ready? Here we go. So down slow, rubbing against the rib cage, tear the paper on top, elbows pop straight to the back. Here we go. Breathe, tear the paper, open the jar on both sides. Awesome work. If you're doing off the knees, same idea. Down slow, rub against the rib cage with the elbows, tear the paper on top. Are you taking your time? Are you maintaining active plank, which is activate the glutes, brace your core, brace those quads? Yes. Breathe. Remember, just 3, keeping it simple. Back to the inverted row. Now you're going to find what works well for you. Like I said, sometimes you might notice your knees are going to go against that wall. It's okay, just don't make sure to slam it every time. So make sure you find that right position. And you're more than welcome, if you want, to drop it down a little bit more. If you want to try to get a little bit of a deeper angle by adjusting those straps a little bit. So here we go. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So all the way up, all the way down. Nice work. Are you keeping that chest out? Are you still doing your 3 seconds as you come up and as you come down? And are you in control of the work? If you're shaking, you know what I'm saying, that you're feeling it. Awesome work. Keep your eyes up at the anchor point at all times. Are you breathing as you go? Awesome work. 3, 2, 1. Yes. All right. Number 2. Remember, we're only doing 15 seconds of rest. So now I'm going to be facing away from you. So now you can get that other angle, making sure you toss against that wall. Keep it quick. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So turn and toss. Turn and toss. Try to keep those arms as straight as you can. And can you go a little bit quicker? I will leave that up to you. Twisting from the hips, maintaining that athletic stance as you go. Just be careful to don't throw too hard. If you're using the wall, that might not support that pull or that throw. So make sure you are good. Yes. Breathe. Tricep push-up or closed push-up. Remember, once again, when I mean tear the paper, when you press up, turn those hands like you're trying to tear a piece of paper between those hands. So here we go. Take a deep breath. 3, 2, 1. So coming down slow. Breathe in, breathe out, tear the paper. Elbow pits in front of you. All the way down, all the way up, tear the paper. Awesome work. All the way down, up, tear the paper. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Active plank, active glutes, active quads, active core. Keep rolling as you go. Can you keep it slow? This is the key. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Nice work. So we just did 2 mini blocks of work. We're going to number 3. Remember those lat pulls we did before? We're going to do them again. So let's go ahead and get those straps all the way up. Quick reminder, the black strap, pull it up as high as you can so that D-ring is as close as you can get to the top part. All right, so what we're doing now is we're going to switch it up just a little bit. But with the TRX lat pull, what I want you to do now is that I want you to go fast. So notice that I'm still against the wall, nice and close with those feet. But now I'm just pulling and just maintaining control. But now trying to go as fast as I can, okay? So why do we want to do this? The reason why is because I want to ensure that now we're going to get that burn a little bit. So while we're still waiting for that break, we're going to do number 2, which is going to be a shuffle burpee drop. So you're going to notice I'm going to be on one side of the room. Then I'm going to be coming over to the other side of the room. Drop down again. One side shuffle, drop down, rinse and repeat back and forth. So that'll be number 2. And then number 3, we do what's called a one-sided crunch. So I'm going to be all the way up, legs nice and straight, but with one side only. So if I'm using my left, just crossing and touching that other side, trying to keep the legs straight or a slight bend. So we got that? Nice. Now we're going to start with that TRX lat pull first. So once again, make sure your feet are against the wall or door. We're going for speed. So once again, you're going to knock them out as you go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So just up and down. Remember, all your weight is in your hips. You want to use minimal legs and minimal, obviously, hip work. Make sure those arms are the ones that are working. Opening those elbows as wide as you can. Breathing. Your eyes are straight ahead. as you go. Awesome work. Are you squeezing those shoulder blades? Do not forget, we're still only doing 30 seconds, but you're going to feel more of that burn since we're going a little bit faster. Oh, yes. Now, a reminder on that burpee shuffle. When you do that shuffle, the burpee, remember the ball is at your chest. I'm shuffling as much as I can in the space I have. Drop it down with your hands on the ball or off the ball. Pick up, shuffle as far as you can go. Other side, okay? Ready? Let's go. So shuffle, down. Yes, again, shuffle, down. Yes, let's keep going. Shuffle. Nice work. Are you keeping your chest out? Are you looking ahead as you're shuffling? When you go down, are you popping those hips back but not letting them drop? Are you maintaining your pace as you go? 3, 2, 1. Yes. Breathe. Now, we're going to do a little bit of ab work. Remember, like I told you, you're more than welcome to have the legs straight or a slight bend, depending on your flexibility. If you have the legs straight, just make sure when you reach, your legs don't move. So I'm gonna bend mine slightly since I'm a little tight in the hamstrings today. And all I'm gonna do is reach for that opposite toe. Ready? Let's go. So reach, return. That arm that you're reaching with stays straight, touching the floor, then up to that toe. If you can't reach the toe, just go as high as you can. It's okay. But I want you to try to do that cross each time. Keeping your neck up, so don't let your neck crash into your chest, and trying to keep those legs as still as you can as you go. Make sure to breathe, maintain your pace. 3, 2, 1. Yes, good. We're gonna do it all over again with those lat pulls. Remember, we're doing speed. So this time I'm cutting down the rest to 15 seconds. When you do those lat pulls, pull fast, but do not lose form. That is very important as we roll. Remember, all your weight is in your hips, so I don't want to see you doing this as you're going up. Your hips stay down. It's all in the arms as you move. So just as I'm sitting in a low chair. Deep breath. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So pulling all the way up, all the way down. Your eyes are ahead. If you prefer your eyes looking up at the ankle point, that's okay too. But I typically like to have my eyes straight ahead, so release my neck a little bit. Open those elbows up as wide as you can. Squeeze those shoulder blades as you come up. Awesome work. Are you staying stable? Are you staying strong? Try not to let those knees crash into that door. There should be a little bit of space there. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Only 15 seconds. Remember, we're doing the shuffle to burpee drop. Make sure you have that weight in front of you, and let's be quick. Take a deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So shuffle, drop, pop back. Nice work. Again, pop, drop back. Good. How we doing? Are you keeping your pace like you did last time, or are you going faster? I'll give you those two options. You can either go faster or keep your same pace, but don't slow down. I will not allow you to slow down. 6 seconds to go. You are almost there. Ooh, nice work. We're gonna go ahead and do that other side. Remember, now I'm gonna use my right arm to cross over. Like I told you before, slight bend in the knees are straight. That opposite toe. Ready? Here we go. So reach. What is happening in the other hand that's on the ground? I'm just keeping that arm flat on the ground. So the arm that you're moving is reaching to the opposite side, but my other arm is just on the ground, nice and straight, kind of like a support. Keep those legs, if you can, straight as possible. Try not to move them, so I don't want to see your legs swaying up and down or side to side. Keep them stable so it forces you to work more on those abs as you reach and repeat. Nice. Beautiful. All right. We got one more mini block. We're going to go back into those inverted rows. Remember the inverted row. We're going to get those straps right up at that high hip bone for that last round. Okay, so we get that, once again, those handles right at the top part of the hip bone. Last 3 exercises of the day, and we will be done. Okay, so we're still going to use the ball. We do some more tossing. We're gonna do a really cool one that I usually really love to do. Very challenging, but I wanna see who can do it out there, okay? So let's get ready. Remember, in those inverted rows, when we set up, make sure your feet against the wall. You can have your knees against the wall. That helps you with this to be more stable. Nice squeeze. Remember, we're going for speed now. So I want you to go a little bit faster, all right? Are you ready? You always know I'm ready. So let's take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's get ready in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So remember, speed now. Your pace is up to you. I'm just doing what feels good for me so I can get that nice burn as I go. You might also notice that I'm rotating my hands a little bit. Just a little extra thing I like to do. You're more than welcome just to keep those palms facing each other. But if you want to rotate from palms forward to palms facing each other, that's okay as well. Whatever you're doing, make sure to keep pressing and breathing. Yes. Nice work. Now, let's go over to the wall again. And what I'm going to do this time, remember that ball toss we did? But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lunge to a toss. So notice my feet are separated. I'm going to do 1, 2, toss. Again, 1, 2, toss. That makes sense? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So first do the lunge. 2, feet wide. Throw it again. Lunge, lunge, athletic stance. Keep it up. Rinse and repeat as you go. If this is too complex, just keep it to the lunge or just keep it to the toss. Whatever you want. This is just a little more challenging for those that want a little bit more of that challenge. Almost done with these. How are we doing? Yes. Now, number 3. This one's fun. Watch me closely. Starting in my push-up position, my right elbow, right knee are going to go close. My opposite arm's going to reach, and then I'm going to switch. So my left elbow and knee are touching, right arm in front, doing a little push-up as I go. You can go as far as you want, and when you come back, same thing. Ready? Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and start from the back forward. So once again, going forward, taking your time as you go. How far can you go? When you do these, if you have a hard time going backwards, just turn around and do it again. So I'm just going to keep going forward because for most it's a lot easier. But if this is getting really hard, just hold a plank. It is all good. Not much time needed, but you will feel it. Oh, yes. How did that feel? A little coordination issue? Don't worry about it. Just hold the plank. It's fine. For those TRX inverted rows, we're going to go once again for speed. Then we're going to go once again back again to those tosses. Remember how we do this. Make sure that you are popping that hip up. Your knees can be against the wall, but make sure not to slam. Power it out. Here we go. Last 3 exercises. Let's work. How fast can you go? But in control movement. That is up to you. If you want to go slower, go ahead. If you want to go faster, go ahead. But whatever you do, make sure you do it right. And make sure you maintain form. All I need is 30 seconds. Not much time, but enough work that you will feel it after today. Oh, 15 seconds quickly. Remember, I'm going to be facing away from you now. But remember again, it's going to be that lunge, that toss, rinse and repeat. All right, here we go. Ready? Here we go. So lunge, lunge, rotate and toss. Let's go. Lunge, lunge, rotate, toss. I'm just keeping it at a normal pace. You're more than welcome to go quicker. And don't forget, for those of you that's too hard, just do the lunge or just do the toss. Whatever one's easier for you. But make sure to finish. As after this, we only have one more exercise left. Ooh, yes. Remember that spider crawl. Once we finish on that spider crawl, remember how we start. Position, dropping down, same side, elbow and knee meet. Switch it up. Here we go. Last one of the day. How are you feeling? Are you working hard? Are you hardly working? That's going to be up to you. Remember to finish the last one of today and we are done. So do not give up. Keep moving. Keep hustling. And once we're done, we will get a cool down as we go. Last 8 seconds. Can you squeeze a couple more in? Let's see what you got. And, woo. Nice. Nice work today. Way to push. So hopefully, out there. So hopefully you felt it nice in that back foot today. Let's go ahead and cool down. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my mat just to prep up. And we're gonna finish with a 4-minute cool down. Okay, 4-minute cool down. Let's go ahead and get those straps back to mid-length. Straps back to mid-length. Beautiful. What I'm gonna have you do is we're gonna walk forward as much as we can until you can't walk anymore. Drop those knees, just be careful. And I just want you to hold. So we're doing a kneeling chest stretch. If it feels kind of easy to you, scoot those knees forward a little bit more. But keep those arms straight. My palms are facing away from the wall. So I'm facing my palms on the opposite wall. Fingers are open. And just breathe. That's all I want you to do is just breathe. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring the arms all the way up. And from here, just hold. You can scoot forward a little bit more if you want a little bit more of that stretch, but I want you to hold. Make sure you don't feel the strain in that low back. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Nice. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now go ahead and bring your right knee forward. Take your time. Don't lose your balance. Left arm stays up. Right arm drops. Reach to the sky. So I'm going to let my hips just sink a little bit more. I'm not lifting my back knee up. I'm just letting everything relax. I'm just holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch the other side. Take your time. Once again, that left knee is up. Right arm stays up. Left arm drops. Let your hips sink a little bit more into the ground. And take a deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, open that chest up again. Take a deep breath. Now go ahead and bring those arms behind you. Notice that I'm flipping my palms up and just relax all the way down. Just breathe. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. One more. Keep those eyes closed. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Beautiful work. Come up nice and slow. Take your time. I'm going to come all the way up. Notice I don't let go of those straps. I'm just going to turn all the way back around. Beautiful. From here, make sure you're nice and straight. You can bring those feet just a tad forward. Hinge from the hips. Minimal bend in the knee. Just breathe and relax. So a little bit bend on the knee, not much. Just so I'm not hurting my knees there. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Go ahead and bend those knees a little bit more. Drop those hips down just a tad more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Nice and slow. Yes. Go ahead and drop on down those straps. We're going to finish up with some body weight. So once again, feet are together. Left leg over the right. First, I want you to reach up as high as you can. Swing those arms all the way down. How low can you go? Trying to reach down for both of those toes. The leg that's behind you is the one you're going to feel more. So you should feel that stretch in the back leg. Deep breath in. Out. Up slowly. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So now, right over left. Nice. Open as much as you can. All the way down. Touch the toes. Back leg will feel more of that work. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Up slowly. Take your time. Yes. So last one's the day. Feet are together. Go ahead and shake those arms out a little bit. Go ahead and roll those shoulders now. Big 3 circles backwards. Big 3 circles forward. Yes. Arms together. I want you to reach up to the sky. Open those arms up all the way. Come all the way to the ground. Let those arms relax. So last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Take your time as you do. Nice work. And way to rock it today. So once again, thank you so much for joining my live stream today. I'm hoping that you're checking out all of our awesome coaches from around the world as we're continuing to give you the best content we can. So if you have your TRX, awesome. If you don't have your TRX strap yet, you better order one, because once again, we are revolutionizing how people work out at home. So I know whether you're at home or wherever you're at the park, make sure to always stay healthy and happy. And you always want to make sure to have that TRX strap close to you at all times. All right, everybody, y'all have a great rest of the day. Once again, be safe, be healthy, and we will see you back very, very soon. We are TRX.